Alright, fans and subscribers of North Metro Model Railroad Club, this is Big Steve once again with the January 2021 layout update. Off the top, there is not as much to show in this video due to a major problem we ran into, and it happens to be something that people have asked me about quite a bit in the last year. Also like to apologize up top for some weird audio that happened when I shot the video for this. So you will hear some differences in my voice as the video goes along, just in the way I had to record it. North side of St. Cloud here. Work is still progressing in St. Cloud. Our scenery master, Mr. Clem, has been working on this. St. Cloud Amtrak Depot. He's working on the pavement and this little platform here. I believe our building interior master will work his magic on this. Looking pretty good as it is. It's only going to look better when we're done. So while I'm over here, one thing I did not show, and curse me for this because this is pretty cool. We have a freeway going on here. Minus the mouse. But we have a freeway scene going on here. So this road goes under, this is our main so to speak, crosses our secondary line, the Cambridge line, and takes a dive into this tunnel. And this goes all the way under the layout to the aisle beside North Town Yard. And there'll be cars and stuff in here when we're done. The walls of this tunnel are actually made out of flat Lego bricks. Instead of, making concrete tiles or something, we just got some flats with some Lego. Of course, this fabulous pedestrian crossing there also. Some signs there, nice camouflage warning for us there. Those turnouts get tricky under there. We only have cameras to see them. So now, unfortunately, we did suffer a little bit of a setback. We have a new landlord upstairs. It's a restaurant. Highly recommend going there if you get the chance. So, them installing a restaurant upstairs, they installed new HVAC. So we get a little benefit from that, kind of unintended. We get a little bit of heat. Now this room, even as big as it is, this is the first winter we've actually had any kind of heat coming into the room, so we had record low humidity for the room. And which is, cool, keeps the room nice and comfortable for us, but the layout is another story. It's not used to low humidity. It likes a certain level of humidity, and because of such low humidity, it was like 28%. Our track has suffered a little bit. Now looking here at the Kelly Lake passing siding, we can see a couple of trouble spots in the rail. So what has happened is, because of the low humidity in the room, that means low moisture content in the wooden structure of the layout. So the whole layout is kind of constricting on us. Now, this problem is not unusual. In fact, we were talking about it a week before all this happened, but this is a problem that can be expected in areas of the world with extreme climate shifts between the seasons like Minnesota has. There were some pretty dramatic defects to come out of this, and I took photos of them, which I will insert in the video. There's one right about here. I'll pop that photo in here just for a little before and after. This track here, pretty ugly. Really cool, but maybe not in the best way. So a lot of our turnouts suffered on that. Fortunately, we were able to repair them rather than replace them. So in this case, the constriction of the layout is causing a lot of pressure to form on the rails of these turnouts. With the layout trying to mash all together in that point, the rails have nowhere to go and simply blow off the ties. And this one, if I can get this to focus, This one here suffered the worst, at least from what I saw. And I'll pop that photo in right here. You can see it got pretty ugly right there. The whole track just blew right off one side. So as I said, some other folks in our area and nationwide have asked me how we deal with these seasonal track issues like I've been showing off here. In this case, we start with monitoring the ambient humidity in the room. We keep a log every couple of days of the humidity levels. We try to control it as best we can with a humidifier or something. And if and when control fails and we have to repair the track or replace it, the fix for this involves cutting new gaps in the rail to allow for the existing rail to shift as it needs to. These turnouts I've been showing that were blown out, those were repaired just by spiking the rail back in place. One question I got in response to the previous video is about our turntables. Now we have two turntables, two functional turntables on the layout. This is one of them. This is the Walthers 130 footer. This is the biggest one that Walthers makes. Someone wanted to know how they're controlled. Ours are, I guess to say nothing special. So we have the, your typical Walthers turntable along with the typical controller. I'm not too up on my turntables. I believe as of today this system's a tad outdated. I think Walthers changed it, or they just changed their firmware on it. I know some folks have a love-hate relationship with that particular control unit. On that note, I just wrapped filming our first, I hope, first Steam special video, which I show both of our turntables being used in that. So that video will follow this one. You'll see this one first. So the Steam special will probably show up in a few days, at most a week. Bunch of different steam engines running around the layout, bunch of different trains. That's really all I've got for this month. Not too much to report on. Just North Metro being North Metro, dealing with the weather, as everyone does in the winter. So with that, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it. The channel has grown so fast in just a month. We went from 2 subscribers to 140. I just checked tonight, 140 subscribers. Thank you all so much. That is very cool to watch that grow so quickly. And almost 1,000 views on just 2 videos. Man, I didn't expect that, and I'm so grateful that you folks think that we're worth following. So we appreciate it. I've talked to many other people in the club who are very jazzed that we're getting on this YouTube thing finally, officially. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Big Steve signing off. Hopefully I will see you, or talk at you, next month with some cool things to show off. Thank you very much.